Stop trying to tell me what to do. I don't want to rotate my fucking device. Shit. You two being way too bossy now. Mm-mm. It's cold, baby. Stay under the covers. It's cold. Peace and love, great rising to whoever it is that's watching. I don't know how to say your name, but yes, it's a schoolie. Yes, Christopher. It's an incomplete schoolie, and I'm over it. It's a school bus that people you convert into an RV. I was doing it myself, and the ceiling is too much for my health. And yeah, this winter with partially with no heat, and now I have a heater and my heater is broken. I'm selling it. I need to sell it, and I need to get me and my baby to at least to a hotel until we can um find something else that we want to stay in. It wasn't the investment choice that I thought it was going to be. Not for me anyway. Not for my health. I have a daughter that's under the blanket. I don't like putting her on social media because, you know, safety. And I appreciate you commenting. Most people come on here and they don't say anything. So yeah. If you are you subscribed to the channel? If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and share this video so more people can come in here and we can into a good conversation. Um, Make sure you like it. Awesome. I appreciate you. Very awesome. If we can get this channel to where it's monetized, I have some surprises for you all. I have some stuff that's already on the way. Awesome. Did you like it? Did you learn anything from it? That's the real question. What you learn from it? Stay under the covers, baby. What do you mean by awareness? I've been contemplating ordering some more books. Okay. I've been contemplating ordering some more books and getting back to selling, but it just has not been resonating with my spirit and my spiritual guides. Um, I feel like I'm in a time now where me doing everything, like me being the every part of the machine of my life is overwhelming now. Like my body is definitely repaying me for that. My mental health is going in the wrong direction. And um, it's taking a lot of energy fighting against that. Yeah, well, that requires either people caring enough to donate or people supporting the business, either or. Like the only free life is this, and this was supposed to have been completed last year. So nobody wanted to help with that either. So, you know, it's back me as I may have put in the book. I've pretty much done everything for the most part by myself in life, period. So it continues. So I kind of thought that I would be able to finish it and I would be able to get at least some type of help. Um, but that hasn't been the case. Muffy, it is too cold to be playing now. Come on. Put your hands under the covers. Stay warm. So, yeah, it's time for to make the decision to go ahead and sell. I had somebody who claimed to be interested, but they contacted me because of the sign that I have on the bus saying that it's for sale and to text me your offer. And they called me instead. And, I wasn't, they called me because they wanted to ask a bunch of questions and stuff and so on and so forth. But I wasn't in that headspace because I'm always busy working usually. And so, Muffy, chill. I was in the headspace of working. No, I don't. I don't want government assistance. If you look at my business, you will see what my business is about. It's about helping people to stop depending on this stupid ass government. We got to stop expecting the ones who don't care about us to be the ones to rescue us. Like that's a toxic thing, and we have to break that cycle. I've never any steps forward that I've made. The government didn't help me with any of that. Through 17 years of homelessness, the government has never helped me with any of that. They may have given me food stamps that I barely was able to use because they had limitations on what you could use it for, and so on and so forth. And when you're homeless, the stuff that you would normally get, you can't get it if you have no way of refrigerating it. And it's just a bunch of stupidity. And shelters are full of crap. I did want to get up here and address that because now I'm noticing, like, for the panhandlers, right? How often do you see now all of a sudden they have say no to panhandling signs? It says something like say no to panhandling, um or don't encourage panhandling, basically telling you to give it to the charities that because they help the homeless. That's bullshit, especially right now. They just put these signs up. That's definitely been bullshit for at least the past year. Since I got scammed last year, before I got this bus, I was living in my car with my child. Um, with me, my child, and all of our stuff packed in that car. There was no space for me to even pick up my other kids, for me to you know, do anything. And so I was trying desperately to get into a shelter, and they had me on a waiting list for months and months and months. They didn't care that I had a child with me. They kept talking about they didn't have space. So, you know, it's crazy. They didn't even offer to put us up in a hotel. They didn't do anything. So that bullshit talking about people need to not give to panhandlers. So you're basically setting people up to die. This government is wicked. It makes absolutely no sense. People out here struggling to feed themselves and to take care of themselves and do what they have to do to to get on their feet so they can be dependent on themselves. And they do everything they can to discourage that. They don't want people to be self-reliant. They want people to be constantly dependent on them. They do the bare minimum to help people, just enough to keep you coming back forever, to keep you coming back and to make it where you're not going to get on your feet. They give housing to the ones that they know are in a situation like drug addicts or alcoholics who are not going to be financially responsible enough to maintain it, and they're going to come back again next year. That's what they do. I've witnessed it for now now about 20 years now. So, no, I get Medicaid. That's it. That was a very long answer to a short question, but you know, that's something that I did want to talk about because these type of things need to be exposed. It makes absolutely no sense how so many of us are still trusting that this is a real working system. Like, so many people who go through struggle, that's another reason why people struggle in secret, because you got so many people who they look down on people who struggle. Yeah, and that's true, and that pisses me off as well. They make it bad for everybody else. But at the same time, a lot of these people who are judging the panhandlers are so-called Christians, right? And if you are a Christian or believe in the Bible in any sense, the Bible says if somebody needs, if somebody asks, then you should give. If you have it to give, you should give. Unless you know that that person, if you know for a fact that that person is a drug addict or an alcoholic, then don't give them the money. If they say they're hungry, what I would do, this is what I have done. If somebody say they're hungry and my spirit tells me that I can't definitely trust them, I would offer to get them food. I would get them food. If they say they're looking for housing, like myself, people often try to offer me food when I tell them I'm looking for somewhere to get out of the elements because I have health problems. And they would offer me everything but what I need, and then say when I don't take food because I've already eaten, then I must not really need the money. Like, people need to stop with the bull crap. Um, People died from being in the elements. So food is not the only thing that a homeless person needs. Um, so what I do is find out what it is that they need and do my best to offer that, you know. If I can't offer, if I can't help them, then I can't help them. If it's somebody that I don't know that I can trust them with the money, then I have the choice. Let them do what they're gonna do with the money, or don't give it to them. But help in the best way you can. But my thing is, the government has no right to sit here and discourage the public, to lie to the public like they've been doing, have everybody convinced that they're really helping people when they know goddamn well they, for over a year, have not been helping anybody with shit. They literally made me go to another city just to be able to wash my tail and to wash my clothes. That's literally all they provided, was to tell me to go to another city that I do not live in, to go to a resource center to wash my clothes and to take a shower. They have not offered or helped me with a shelter. People have called the police on me and tried to get my baby taken from me because they seen us in our car. And the police came and basically walked away and said, you know what, I can tell you're doing your best you can. You're taking care of her, and she's safe and fine, and she definitely eats, and so on and so forth. So, the reason why they do that is because they know what's going on. They know that there's no shelter available. So what the heck is somebody supposed to do? They People tried to call CPS, call the police on me, not CPS, but they tried to call the police on me because they seen us in this bus. And the police came and walked on my bus, forced me, basically demanded that I let them come and look at her even though she was asleep on the bus. And they said, I can see you're doing the work on here. She looks healthy and fine. But what else can they do when they know that there's no help available? That's why I got this bus. I traded my car for this bus because at least on this bus we can lay down, we can go to sleep. At least I can turn this bus into a house. I thought. So it's ridiculous. We need to focus less energy on judging people and doing the best we can to act like a community and help each other. The people who had the heart to actually help me are the people who have saved my life over all these years. Lord knows where I would have been if I would have even been long enough to even have her. She wouldn't exist because I wouldn't have existed. So, yeah, it's not our place just because we give a donation to somebody to dictate their life choices. You know, either you're gonna have the heart to give and help, and if you help and they do something wrong, at least you know you did your part. A dollar most of the time isn't gonna hurt anybody, but if 100 people give a person a dollar, that's $100 that person have to make a difference for themselves. Stop it. Stop it. You want your tablet? You so busy trying to be nosy, ain't nobody on the camera but me. Play with your tablet. I'm just tired. My body hurts. It's cold. I have metal in my spine. So this cold is not really resonating. And other things is making this cold not resonate. It's already got my body hurting. So yeah, I'm waiting for it to warm up some because it's supposed to be warmer today. I don't know why it's 39 degrees right now, but it is. And my heater decided to stop working like it's supposed to a couple of days ago, about when it started getting cold again. I don't know. As a matter of fact, exactly when it started getting cold again, because I had just refilled my propane tanks and went to try to use my heater and it would not work. And then every, like, if I turn my propane tanks off and the heater off, like for a whole day or a whole night, it'll come on, it'll light, but then it'll only light for like a minute or a couple of minutes, and then it'll stop. The pilot light will go out, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm not into mechanics, and I don't have money to keep spending because I've been bleeding money. Are you collecting SSI? No. My sister has been collecting for years. I guess that's what that's supposed to be saying. Come on. Why my messages? I need my messages to stay. Thank you. Has been collecting for years. She ain't never worked like that. No, I don't have SSI. They've denied me for SSI over and over and over again. I went to apply for SSI for her when I was in my house, and at the time I was making so much money off of my books that she couldn't qualify for SSI because they said that it was based off of my income, which I feel is stupid because at a certain point, either I'm gonna be dead or she's gonna become an adult, and that means she, as an autistic person, is gonna have to figure out how to reapply and navigate this bullshit ass system because they send you through hell if you're not already on it. And so because of me, basically you're encouraging people to not make as much money as they can on their own, but yet you're telling people not to support people who are financially unstable. Like, that's how you know the system is wicked. They won't help. Bruh. Yeah, no, we don't get SSI. We should be getting SSI, but according to, them, but we don't. I'm not set up for the games. I've never been I've never been set up for their games, and that's why I don't get as much help as other people because other people are more willing to play their games to get it, and I just can't do it. I part of my mental health, part of my mental disabilities doesn't allow me to be able to do that, and I don't have anybody helping me to deal with that crap. So no. That's why in my book, I come from the point of view that I come from because as far as I had gotten the things that I've accomplished, if I could do it, anybody could do it because people think the easy way is to get the system to take care of you. For me, that's very difficult. That's not the easy way for me. So that leaves me without even that. So that's an advantage for anybody who can navigate that and they think that's easy. That's an advantage for you because when I did get food stamps and stuff, truth be told, I used that as a stepping stool. If I got SSI, I would definitely be using that as a stepping stool. But that's what they don't want. They don't want you to do that. That's supposedly against the law. So, I'm gonna take care of me. I'm not gonna allow myself to be forever dependent on the government. Who is supposed to be helping you? You saying you don't want help from the state. Family, people, family, people who call themselves so-called friends, just people who have a heart. We're supposed to be helping each other. We weren't. People have this idea you were born in the world alone, so you're gonna die alone type of mentality, and it's a me type mentality. Our families, I don't know, our ancestors did not survive with that mentality. I know, I know, but that's not how it's supposed to be, though. That's what you ask who's supposed to. That I'm talking about what's supposed to be. I know the reality. I had to learn. It took me many years to accept the reality. That's why I don't even claim any body like that. I don't have friends. I have associates. I don't have any friends. And it would be nice to have some, but I'm cool with the fact that I don't, because I don't want any more fake friends. Muffy, Muffy, listen. Hey, stop it. I don't need any fake friends. I don't have time or space or energy for that. I need friends that's gonna put the same type of energy into me as I put into them. I'm over putting all my energy into people, thinking that they're genuine, and finding out that they don't give a crap. We have to be self sufficient. We have to be able to um, create a life where we can handle the worst comes to worst situations. Worst comes to worst, you're by yourself. You're all you can depend on. Sad reality for some, but it is a reality for some. And even if it's not a reality for you, someday it may be a reality for you. So the best thing to do, if it's not a reality for you now, take that advantage and use that to prepare yourself so that you can be more prepared than the ones who didn't get a chance to prepare themselves. And then it may be a cakewalk for you because you had plenty of time to prepare yourself. When I was in my house, I was preparing myself for um setbacks. I was not able to prepare for the setbacks I had because nobody thinks that they're going to find out that their daughter is autistic. Nobody usually thinks to prepare for their child becoming epileptic. So that was a huge setback. I wasn't prepared for um my mother calling CPS on me and trying to pretend like she didn't, and having CPS come to my house to try to take my daughter from me, and lying, saying that I was panhandling for my rent because I was out selling my book. And yeah, that is a trigger for me, and it shook me a little. So I did stop going out and selling my books because I don't need CPS knocking at my door. So I was trying to revise another way, and me, and I got shaken, and then everything was happening at once. So what I had prepared, the savings that I had prepared, got used up in that setback, and it just spiraled from there. I was still gonna be able to keep my place, but then the scam was the cherry that it was the straw that broke the camel's back. So, you know, I'm trying to see your message up. Give me a second. problem was depending on friends and family to be there for you. How did she know what you were doing once you left the house? Well, that house is my house. My mom didn't live with me. Um, she knew that I was out selling my books. Um, she knew that I was selling my books because, you know, I was letting my family know what was going on to an extent. I wasn't telling her everything because I already knew I can't trust her in my business. But I was like talking to her about my books because she had a copy of my books. Actually, I gave her a copy of my books, and then she bought a copy, I think, also. I don't know. Um, I gave a lot of my family my book for free, and um, they knew that that's how I was paying my rent. So, you know, they, of course, they always want to ask questions and stuff. So they asked me how I was selling it and so on and so forth, and I told them. So, you know, I could tell that they weren't in the mindset to allow themselves to be happy for me or proud of me and so on and so forth. And I could tell that they were looking for a way to doubt my ability to do it and to maintain it and so on and so forth. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's not like these are strangers. That's my mom. That's my family. So, you know, I was still gonna, you know, let them know if they ask. But after that, that's a lot's changed. She still denies that it was her or anybody in her house. And my thing is, the stuff that was said, I know for a fact if it wasn't you, it was somebody you told something to, and they did it. So it was either you or somebody in your house. So, you know, because the stuff that was said, nobody has ever said any of that stuff but her. Like, it was so stupid. Like, it couldn't have been nobody but you. But, you know, it is what it is. What happened happened. It made I froze up. I shouldn't have froze up, but I did. Um, and no, her father's not around. Her father doesn't help with anything but the child support that the my mom put him on when I was on my deathbed after I had her. Otherwise he wouldn't even be contributing that much. What is I don't know how to do this. Look, this chat thing is I'm trying to keep up. Some of your books is not the same as asking for I know. I know. I'm aware of that. But people I've also, while I was out selling my books, I've had a CPS worker come up to me and asking me about my book. I was telling her about my book, and she felt, for some reason, she felt the need to tell me, oh, just to let you know, I am a CPS worker. So, yeah, there's no other reason that you would have felt the need to tell me that if it wasn't to threaten me. So people just, I don't trust people. They only ask to judge you in VA. I'm sick of this chat. Why does this thing keep disappearing? This is annoying. I have to take care of some business. I'll get back to you. Okay, peace, King. Have a great day. But yeah, that's all true. That's very true. Um, they support corporations. They don't support people, and most of the corporations are owned by the Europeans. My goal is to change that, but you know, I'm at the point that I don't know how much of a change I'm gonna be able to make into that because people our people are so sick, and I don't know if I have the ability to change that anymore. Muffy, I keep telling you, I'm not gonna fight you. We're not doing this. She's being very resistant and she wants to get up. She thinks she's gonna bully her way into getting up. It's too cold. Anyway, we're about to get off this live. I thank you for those who did join in. I appreciate you, Christopher, for chatting with me. Um, Again, I'm going to be attempting to go live every day for the rest of this month. Um, if y'all want to continue to keep up with what's going on, have any questions and so forth, so on and so forth, make sure you're subscribed and have your notification bell turned on to all so that you won't miss the lives and you'll be able to get in and chat with me and get any questions answered that you may want to ask. Have a great day. Peace.